Hey, happy Friday. I have just gotten off of work and I have been working like so crazy. My brain is fried. I don't actually know what's going to happen. When it comes to the evolution of the Enrichment Project, I've been recording these little videos and I've done the why, the what, the who and the where. And today I'm going to do the when. Today is all about time, and of course I'm late. As a matter of fact, right behind me you can see that the lights in the labyrinth are starting to turn on, the solar lights. So I guess I can start with when the program starts. I decided to start it at summer solstice, which is this weekend, and I did that because this summer solstice always has a lot to do for me about just the pendulum as it's drawing back, right? So the lightness and the darkness, and always at these moments I have a tendency to sit back and take a really deep breath about everything that's happening in my life. Hey, Natalie Brown. And hey, love. I don't know about you, but I have been doing a lot of thinking. We've had a really hard 2020 so far, and I feel like I'm stepping back to take a really deep breath. Today is Juneteenth, and maybe you've also been having some of those same reflections. But Doug and I took a long walk today, and we talked about what summer solstice meant to us, and for him, we talked about everything from Ra to Apollo to the Fisher King to the fact that Persephone has all these amazing stories about when she's visiting Hades in the underworld, but there are really no stories about her visiting her mom in the summertime, and why is that? But it feels like the right time to take a deep collective breath together, and so that's why I've decided to start it now. The length of the program, just like Persephone, is a year long, and a lot of the inspiration for that comes from my dear friend Baraka and her amazing Birthing Ourselves into Being program, which I participated in for a full year, and it absolutely transformed me. I think there's something to being able to stick with something long enough, to stick with the change that you want to see long enough that you can integrate it. You can see the changes occurring, and so that's why the length of the program is a year. It brings me to the time commitment, actually, the other reason that it is a year is because coincidentally, serendipitously, my book happens to have 24 chapters. So at 2 chapters a month, that's 12 months. Each chapter is 10 to 15 pages, so it's the right digestible amount of information to take in over the course of a month. But the time commitment has to do with, oh, hey, hello, goat. The time commitment has to do with whether you join 1, 2, or all 3 circles, and how much you want to participate in the forum, because that's all up to you. There's no expectations for having to get something done at a particular time. It's really for your own inspiration, and that's the whole purpose of it. The 3 circles, so Earth and Fire is like the planet, and it's in the center, and it's free, and you just get access to like a prompt or so a week from me, and how you engage with that is completely up to you. Water and Air is like the atmosphere that surrounds the planet, and that circle has access to both the prompts, but also a PDF of the book chapters, 2 a month, that I will be sending out at each new moon. Either is the stratosphere beyond the 2, and in addition to everything that I just talked about, it also involves scheduling with me a radical ritual tarot reading, and I really want to talk a lot about that, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow. And that's a 90-minute session that I do remote. I've actually been doing these via Zoom really successfully for the last couple of years, and that helps you design a radical ritual of your own. So I think I mentioned new moon, so let me hit that really quick. I decided I wanted to release content at according to the moon cycle, with new content in the moon cycle, and I did that because I want to encourage an awareness of patterns that just goes a little bit deeper than what you might be expecting. On our walk today, Doug and I were talking about the awareness that it takes to change things that are even as insignificant as like the order in which you watch the order in which you wash yourself in the shower at night. And like, we've both done that, and it's so weird that it takes a lot of concentration to make a change like that stick. So the awareness of patterns is something that I wanted to bring out when it comes to the time element here. So let me see. I knew this one was going to be a little scattered today, but I talked about when it starts, summer solstice, this weekend, and it will I'll probably keep the barriers a little permeable as people decide to come in and out in that first or as people are kind of coming in that first month, and I'm also really looking forward to that because I'm gonna delete the Facebooks here off of my phone soon and spend some time investing my time in a place, in a container where I want to have these conversations, and I can feel safe about getting to the deep cuts. So I've got one more little video that I'm going to record, and that's tomorrow. We're going to talk about the how, and that's how to get started, how to work with prompts at different levels, and how a radical ritual tarot reading works. So thanks so much for listening to this, and happy Friday. The labyrinth is lighting up as the sun is setting, so I'm about to walk it here, and I love you.